A heart that changed the world. The Angelina Jolie story. Hello, my friend. Welcome to our quiet corner for stories. Today, we travel together through time. We meet a woman with fire in her eyes and kindness in her hands. Her name is Angelina Jolie. But this is not just a story about movies or fame. This is a story about pain, and how pain can become purpose. This is a story about a lonely girl who learned to love the whole world. As you listen, let the words flow into your heart. Notice the new words. Feel the emotions. This story will help your English grow naturally. Just listen, breathe, and imagine. Picture a small girl in Los Angeles, California. Year 1975, June 4th. The sun shines bright. A baby girl is born. Her name, Angelina Jolie Voight. Her father is actor Jon Voight. Her mother is actress Marceline Bertrand. Both parents work in Hollywood, but Hollywood is not always a happy place for families. Imagine this little girl. Big eyes. Curious mind. She watches her parents act on television. She dreams of stories. But real life is not like movies. When Angelina is only 5 years old, her parents separate. Her father leaves the home. Her mother stays. Marceline raises Angelina and her older brother James alone. The house feels quiet. Sometimes too quiet. Angelina feels different. She feels alone. She looks in the mirror and does not see beauty. She sees sadness. Other children play together. Angelina watches from far away. She cannot connect. She feels like a stranger in her own skin. At age 14, she stops acting classes. She dreams of becoming a funeral director. Why? Because death feels more real than life. Because pain feels more honest than smiles. Think about this moment. A teenage girl. Sitting alone in her room. Crying. Feeling empty. She tries to hurt herself. She thinks about ending her life. Not once. Twice. At age 19. Again at 22. This is not a movie scene. This is real pain. Real darkness. But listen closely. Even in darkness, a small light exists. Angelina's mother, Marceline, holds her hand. She tells her, "You are special. You feel deeply. This is your gift." Marceline teaches Angelina about art, about kindness, about seeing beauty in broken things. These lessons stay in Angelina's heart, like seeds waiting for rain. Chapter 1. The Girl Who Felt Too Much. Childhood shapes us. For Angelina, childhood was a storm. Her parents' divorce in 1980 left wounds. Her father, Jon Voight, was often away, working, famous, distant. Angelina wanted his love. But love felt like a locked door. She knocked. No answer came. She moved between New York and Los Angeles, 2 cities, no home. Schools changed. Friends disappeared. Angelina felt like a suitcase, carried from place to place, never unpacked, never settled. At school, she was quiet. Teachers called her shy, but shyness was not the truth. Angelina felt everything too strongly. A sad song made her cry for hours. A homeless person on the street broke her heart. Other teenagers laughed and danced. Angelina felt heavy, like carrying stones in her pockets. Her mother saw this pain. Marceline took Angelina to museums, to theaters. She showed her paintings full of color and pain. She said, "Art is for people who feel too much. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is strength." But words could not heal all wounds. Angelina started using drugs. She drank alcohol. She cut her arms. Why? Because physical pain felt better than emotional pain. Because cutting made her feel alive. She was lost, a ship without a map, sailing in fog. One day, she looked at her reflection. She saw a stranger. She whispered, "I do not want to live past 40. These words came from deep sadness, from believing she did not deserve happiness. But something small began to grow inside her, a question. Why do I feel this pain? Maybe my pain can help others feel less alone. This thought was tiny, like a single star in a dark sky. But stars guide lost travelers. This star would guide Angelina. She returned to acting, not for fame, but because acting let her feel emotions safely. On screen she could cry, she could scream, she could be broken, and people would call it good acting. In real life, her tears were called drama. On set, her pain had purpose. Her first movie role came in 1993. She was 18 years old. The movie, Cyborg 2, a science fiction film. Not famous, not successful, but for Angelina, it was a beginning, a door opening slightly. Next came Hackers in 1995. She played a computer hacker named Kate, young, rebellious, beautiful. People noticed her, not just her face, but her eyes. Her eyes held storms and hope. During filming, she met actor Johnny Lee Miller. They fell in love. They married. For the first time, Angelina felt seen. But marriage could not fix deep wounds. She still felt empty, still cut her arms, still cried alone at night. Fame grew, but happiness did not follow. She needed something more, something real. Then came the role that changed everything. A movie called Girl, Interrupted. Year 1999. Angelina played Lisa Rowe, a young woman in a mental hospital. Wild, angry, broken, but also free. Angelina did not act this role. She lived it. She remembered her own darkness, her own hospital visits, her own thoughts of death. She poured her truth into Lisa Rowe. No masks, no lies, just raw, honest pain. The world watched, and the world understood. This was not acting. This was healing. Through Lisa Rowe, Angelina healed parts of herself, and through Angelina, millions felt less alone. At the Academy Awards in March 2000, Angelina walked onto the stage. She was 24 years old. She held the Golden Oscar statue, Best Supporting Actress. Her hands shook. Her voice trembled. She said, "I'm so in love with my life right now." But those words were not completely true. The Oscar felt heavy. The applause felt distant. She had won Hollywood's biggest prize, but her heart still ached. She needed a new purpose. A bigger purpose than movies. Little did she know. Her purpose waited in a faraway land. A place of ancient temples and broken people. A place called Cambodia. Chapter 2. The Temple That Changed Everything. Year 2000. Angelina travels to Cambodia. She is filming Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. The movie is about a strong woman explorer, but real life would become more important than fiction. Picture this moment. Angelina stands inside Ta Prohm Temple. Ancient stones. Giant tree roots growing through walls. Sunlight filters through broken ceilings. This place feels magical. But outside the temple walls, reality waits. Cambodia is a wounded country. War left deep scars. Landmines hide under soil. Families lost fathers, mothers, children. Refugees live in camps with little food, little hope. Angelina sees this pain, and something inside her breaks open. She visits a refugee camp. She meets children with empty eyes. She holds babies with swollen bellies. She listens to old women's stories of loss, and for the first time, her own pain makes sense. Her sadness was not useless. It was training. Training to understand others' pain. She writes in her journal, "I feel more at home here than in Hollywood." These words surprise her. Cambodia has no luxury hotels, no red carpets, no paparazzi. But it has truth. Raw, painful, beautiful truth. She adopts a Cambodian baby boy. His name, Maddox Chivan, year 2002. This is not a publicity stunt. This is love. Real love. Angelina holds Maddox close. She whispers, "You are my son. Forever." She brings him to America. She learns to be a mother. Not perfect, but trying, always trying. People criticize her. She is using adoption for fame. Angelina ignores them. She knows her truth. Maddox is not a project. He is her child, her heart. But one child is not enough. The world has too much pain. Angelina returns to Cambodia, again and again. She meets United Nations workers. She learns about refugees, about war, about children who lost everything. In August 2001, something official happens. At UNHCR headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, Angelina becomes a Goodwill ambassador. UNHCR helps refugees, people forced to leave their homes by war or disaster. Angelina does not take this title lightly. She does not pose for photos and leave. She travels to Sierra Leone, to Tanzania, to war zones others avoid. She sits with refugees in mud huts. She holds dying children. She listens to stories of rape, of torture, of loss. 50 field missions. Over 20 years of service. She does not wear designer clothes on these trips. She wears simple shirts. She removes makeup. She becomes human. Just a woman listening to other humans. Her mother, Mark-Shaline, watches with pride. But Mark-Shaline is sick. Cancer grows inside her body. Ovarian cancer. Breast cancer. For 7 years she fights. Angelina stays by her side. She holds her mother's hand during chemotherapy. She reads to her. She cries with her. January 27th, 2007. Marceline Bertrand dies. She is 56 years old. Angelina's world shatters. Her anchor is gone. The woman who taught her kindness is gone. At the funeral, Angelina speaks. Her voice breaks. My mother was my best friend. She taught me to see beauty in broken things. These words are her mother's legacy. And Angelina will carry this legacy to the world. After her mother's death, Angelina adopts again. A girl from Ethiopia named Zahara, then a boy from Vietnam named Pax. She has 3 adopted children now. Maddox, Zahara, Pax. Each child carries a story of loss. And now, a story of love. She meets actor Brad Pitt. They fall in love. They have 3 biological children together, Shiloh and twins Knox and Vivian. 6 children total, a rainbow family, different colors. One heart. Angelina does not hide her children from the world, but she protects them fiercely. She teaches them about their birth countries. She takes them to Cambodia, Ethiopia, Vietnam. She says, know your roots. Honor your story. But Hollywood watches. Cameras follow her everywhere. Brangelina becomes a famous couple name. Magazines write lies. Paparazzi shout rude questions. Angelina feels the old pain returning. The feeling of being watched, judged. Never good enough. She needs a new mission. A bigger mission than movies. Bigger than fame. She finds it in the broken places of our world. Chapter 3. The Warrior with a Gentle Heart. After 2007, Angelina transforms. She is no longer just an actress. She is a warrior for the voiceless, a voice for the silenced. She visits Darfur in Sudan. War kills thousands. Villages burn. Women are raped as weapons of war. Angelina stands in refugee camps. She holds Sudanese women's hands. She looks into their eyes. She says, I see you. Your pain matters. She speaks at the United Nations. Powerful men in suits listen. She does not wear makeup. She wears simple black clothes. Her words are sharp, clear. Sexual violence in war is not inevitable. It is a choice, and we must stop it. World leaders take notes. Journalists write articles. But Angelina does not care about headlines. She cares about one woman in a camp, one child without food, one family without shelter. She starts the Jolie Pitt Foundation with Brad Pitt. They donate millions of dollars, but money is not enough. Angelina gives her time, her heart, her tears. In 2012, the United Nations promotes her. from goodwill ambassador to special envoy. This is a bigger role, more responsibility. She focuses on major crises: Syria, Iraq, Myanmar, places where war destroys lives daily. She meets world leaders, presidents, prime ministers. She does not smile for photos. She speaks hard truths. You have power. Use it to protect children. Some leaders feel uncomfortable. Good. Comfort does not change the world. Discomfort does. Angelina also makes movies with purpose. Beyond Borders, 2003, shows refugee life. A Mighty Heart, 2007, honors journalist Daniel Pearl, killed by terrorists. She directs films about war and women. In the Land of Blood and Honey, 2011, tells of Bosnia's war. She uses her art to teach truth. But her greatest work happens far from cameras, in dusty camps, in broken villages. She sits with a Syrian mother who lost 3 children to bombs. She holds the woman's hand. No words. Just presence. Just love. She adopts local traditions. In Cambodia, she learns Khmer words. She bows to elders. She eats rice with her hands. She does not act like a Hollywood star. She acts like a daughter of the earth. Her children travel with her sometimes. They meet refugee children. They share toys. They learn early. The world has pain, and we must help. Angelina's own pain becomes her power. Remember the cutting? The depression? The suicide thoughts? She transforms that darkness into light for others. She tells young people, "Your pain is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Let it teach you compassion." In 2013, Hollywood honors her again, not for acting, for humanity. The Academy gives her the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award. This Oscar is special. It celebrates kindness, not fame. On stage, Angelina speaks softly. "I have been to camps where children have not eaten in days, where women have been raped repeatedly, where families have lost everything, and still, they share their last piece of bread with me. Their generosity humbles me." She continues, "We are all connected. When one child suffers, we all suffer. When one woman is safe, we are all safer." These words are not poetry. They are truth, simple truth, and truth changes hearts. But even warriors get tired. Even strong hearts break. Angelina's marriage to Brad Pitt ends. Divorce comes in 2016. Cameras surround her home. Reporters shout questions. Why did you divorce? Who gets the children? Angelina stays silent. She protects her children. She focuses on work, on purpose. She knows pain is temporary. Purpose is forever. She continues her missions. 60 field visits total with UNHCR. She writes op-eds in newspapers. She meets with presidents. She never stops. People ask, why does she do this? She has money. She has fame. She could live on a beach forever. Angelina's answer is simple. Because I can, and because someone must. Chapter 4. The Mother of Many Nations. Angelina Jolie is a mother, not just to 6 children, but to millions of refugees, to forgotten women, to silenced children. Her home in Los Angeles is not a mansion of marble and gold. It is a house of laughter and learning. 6 children run through halls. Different skin colors, different languages, one family. Maddox studies filmmaking. He wants to tell Cambodian stories. Pax practices piano. Zahara dreams of fashion design. Shiloh cuts her hair short. She likes boys' clothes. Angelina supports her. Be yourself, always. Twins Knox and Vivienne play together. They speak 3 languages: English, Khmer, French. Angelina teaches them. Your differences are your gifts. Your roots are your strength. But home is not always peaceful. Divorce brings pain. Legal battles with Brad Pitt continue for years. Angelina fights for her children's well-being. Not for money, not for pride. For love. She creates a new life. Quiet, purposeful. She buys a farm in Cambodia, near the temple where she first felt peace. She builds a home there. Maddox spends summers there. He learns Khmer culture. He connects with his birth country. Angelina also fights for women's rights globally. She starts the Preventing Sexual Violence Initiative with British Foreign Secretary William Hague. They travel to war zones. They meet rape survivors. They demand justice. In 2014, she receives another honour. The United Kingdom makes her an Honorary Dame Commander. This title is rare for Americans. It recognises her humanitarian work. She does not wear the title proudly. She wears it humbly. "This is not for me," she says. This is for every woman who survived violence. Her acting career slows. She chooses roles carefully. Maleficent, 2014, tells a story of a misunderstood woman. Angelina relates. She was once called crazy, dangerous, too much. Now she plays a fairy who is not evil, just wounded, just healing. She directs more films. First, They Killed My Father, 2017, tells Cambodia's painful history. She works with Cambodian actors. She films in Khmer language. She honors the country that healed her heart. But her greatest legacy is not on screen. It is in refugee camps. In courtrooms where war criminals face justice. In villages where girls go to school because Angelina built a school. She adopts no more children. But she mothers millions. A Syrian girl in a camp calls her Mama Angelina. A Sudanese woman says, "She's the only famous person who looked me in the eyes." Angelina's pain became purpose. Her loneliness became connection. Her darkness became light for others. Chapter 5. The Lesson in Her Eyes. Today, Angelina Jolie is 50 years old. Her face shows lines, not from aging, from feeling, from crying with refugees, from smiling with children. Each line tells a story. She still travels, still fights, still loves. But she moves slower now, wiser, kinder to herself. What can we learn from her story? Let me share 3 simple lessons. First lesson. Your pain has purpose. Angelina's depression, her cutting, her suicide thoughts. These were not weaknesses. They were teachers. They taught her to recognize pain in others, to sit with suffering without running away. Your sadness today might prepare you to comfort someone tomorrow. Never waste your pain. Transform it. Second lesson. Love is action. Angelina did not just feel sorry for refugees. She sat with them. She held them. She used her voice for them. Love is not a feeling. Love is a verb. It is doing. It is going. It is staying when others leave. How can you turn your love into action today? Small actions matter. A kind word, a shared meal, a listening ear. Third lesson. Home is not a place. It is a feeling. Angelina felt homeless as a child, but she created home everywhere she went, in a Cambodian village, in a Sudanese camp, in her Los Angeles kitchen with 6 children laughing. Home is where you bring love, not where you were born. Angelina's story is not perfect. She made mistakes. She hurt people. She was hurt. But she kept trying, kept growing, kept loving. This is the real lesson. Life is not about being perfect. It is about being present. Present with your pain. Present with others' pain. Present with hope. As you listen to this story, notice your own heart. Do you feel pain? Good. That means you are alive. Do you feel hope? Better. That means you can help others. Your English is growing as you listen. Notice the words: compassion, refugee, purpose. These words are not just vocabulary. They are tools for a better life. Use them. Live them. Angelina Jolie's story ends where it began, with a little girl feeling too much. But now that girl has touched millions. Her tears became rivers of hope. Her loneliness became connection for many. You, my friend, carry your own story, your own pain, your own dreams. Do not hide them. Transform them. Like Angelina, like a seed becoming a tree. The world needs your kindness, your voice, your love. Start small. Help one person today. Listen to one sad friend. Share one meal with someone hungry. This is how change begins. not with Hollywood fame, but with human kindness. If this story touched your heart, please share it with one friend. Let them hear Angelina's lesson too. And if you want more stories like this, true stories that teach English gently, subscribe to our channel. We meet here every week to learn, to grow, to heal together. Remember, your pain has purpose. Your love matters. And your story is still being written. Thank you for listening. Until next time, be kind to yourself and to others. Goodbye, my friend.